that's typically what you're going to see here. It's a little annoying that you can't see farther, but if anyone's ever actually looked at long-term weather forecasts, you might as well just dream about the weather.
Some guys on the island asked us to record
so let's
it.
start with why we're not going to have the fly tomorrow. So this is the weather prediction for tomorrow.
Yeah, maybe.
So what we're showing here, so remember, this is altitude, so this is in feet, and this is in meters. So Woodside launch is somewhere around 700 meters, so somewhere around here. And tomorrow morning, at 9 in the morning, at around 700 meters, we have, so these things that look like arrows without points on them.
They're eighth notes.
Sorry?
Eighth notes. That's a concerto.
Eighth notes, yeah. Fair enough.
So,
they're supposed to be arrows. So you imagine that there is. So I'll take this arrow here. So the tail of it is sort of downward. So this is supposed to represent the compass rose. So this arrow is, this one guy here is pointing approximately to the northeast. So the wind is coming from the south-southwest. And then the number of barbs on this arrow represent the speed of the wind. And so here it says the wind barbs are in kilometers an hour. To read wind barbs, these are typically used in weather plots, so you just have to learn this. The short barbs correspond to 5 kilometers an hour. On most other wind grams or things like this, it'll usually be in knots. So keep that in mind if you're looking, for example, at TJ's wind grams. They're in knots. So we use kilometers an hour because I don't think in knots. I don't know. Good reason as any. So the short barbs, so there's a tiny little one here, that's 5 kilometers an hour, and then the long ones are 10. If you see a triangle, it's not flyable. That means 50 or something. It's some crazy amount. So for example, at 9 a.m. tomorrow at around launch height, we're expecting something like 35 kilometers an hour of wind. So it's not going to be flyable. It's not that 35 kilometers an hour wind wouldn't be flyable on the coast, but in the mountains here, it's not flyable. Plus, the actual wind speed you would get on launch is likely to be much higher. First of all, because it's an unstable day, there's cloud and rain, so there's going to be gusting and all sorts of craziness. And rain also, yeah, so it's not going to be flyable for that reason too, but wind, rain, clouds, it's not a good thing. So up on the top, we typically show the ones you want to pay attention to are rain. So if there's no rain, it won't show up. That's kind of a nice thing. Rain prediction is actually kind of hard to do in weather models, so don't really trust those sort of things. It may be that it says there's no rain and there's a lot of rain. It says there's a lot of rain and the rain was like on the other side of the valley. It's remarkably hard to predict. Cloud is maybe a little bit easier. But again, this is a single point in the atmosphere. So just looking at this won't really tell you the probability of rain, for example. Just because it says it's going to rain on Woodside between 9 and 11 in the morning, it really doesn't mean anything. It's not that deep. It will have predicted rain there, but that could as well be on Bridal Falls. It could be over Addison. So you have to get a little bit of information on the single point in the atmosphere. For example, this could be, so right now we don't actually know, is this what's going to happen to the entire valley? I mean, yes, you can pretty much guess. It's not going to be 35 kilometers an hour inside and then like 0 and Bridal. Sort of at the whole area. So a single place in the atmosphere which shown on a wind graph is not always enough to decide whether it's worth going out to fly. So there's an entire section, whole other section of this that shows more than just a single slice. But you can also just, if you're lazy, you can click on Bridal Falls on the left-hand side, and that'll show you another place, which is admittedly pretty close by. It's on the other side of the valley. It pretty much shows the same thing, so then you might as well give up. But we're not going to find it being flyable tomorrow, no matter how much we click. That is if you decide to go beyond donating, you can order good weather for a bigger donation. Every day. So there are a bunch of places here. Unfortunately, it's a little bit cryptic. So, for example, you might not know where Addison or Sumas or Benny or Hope or both local nears. You probably know approximately where it is. So that itself is a little bit cryptic. If you're just on this page, you can click here on the wind gram selector, It gives you a little bit of sense of where the wind grams actually are.
Oh,
So there's also this off of the map.
never
page.
seen that.
So
It's new.
it's kind of useful. So you can sort of zoom in, I don't know, choose your local spot. And if you click on one of these things, you can figure out where they are. So for example, that brings you to Woodside. It's useful to know what these are, especially if you're looking in an area you haven't been. So you want to travel to the interior, there are a bunch of sites whose names you've never heard of. It's good to kind of look here. Plus, some of these sites are here just for our information, because maybe I want to know what it's doing up here. No one flies here. Maybe.
Well,
But you might want to know what it's doing up in Golden. And if you have a site
yet.
that you fly that isn't on here, or a site you want to know about, you can ask me to add it. Just tell me where it is, give me your name. Or, I think on this one, for example, let's say we wanted to know what it was doing in Maple Ridge. If you go there and you press and hold the left button for a while, and give it a second or two, this is not the most powerful machine I'm running, and this will generate you a wingram for Maple Ridge.
Where do I donate?
Take money.
So to donate, right here.
I'm canceling my XL Sky.
So there is a limitation. It will only work within about 100 kilometers of some other spot. So if you want to look in the middle of Canada where no one's ever flown before, you'll click there and it'll say, no such data, contact Andrew if you want a site here. And so just send me an email, I'll have it up by the next day unless I'm on vacation or sick or something like that.
What do you need, like a GPS coordinate? Or?
Yep, so I prefer GPS coordinates in decimal and decimal degrees, so minus 42 point blah, 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 blah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you can get that off of Google Maps. So yeah, there for example. So I do hope to have the entire domain available soon, but that's been since September 2018, so soon is a relative term here. It turned out it's really hard to store all the data.
You get what you pay for. Who knew?
What would it take to add the Sunshine Coast? Could you, would it be hard?
Here, this is for next year.
Here, give it to me. Okay, but yeah, seriously, if you have sites in the Sunshine Coast, just tell me where they are. Okay,
Lots of them, tons of them.
Just send me coordinates,
Yeah,
and I will
okay.
add a Sunshine Coast section.
And it'll be fairly accurate?
It'll be very accurate. But right now, for example, you can't find every big round.
So that's seashell they just
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Really?
because it's close by to other sites, you should be.
Oh, I gotta go.
That looks wonderful.
For Speedway.
So,
I only look at the little icons of the gliders.
yeah, so
It's the only thing I look
let's go
at.
back to a
What do the little tails mean?
I'm sorry?
For Miguel, what do the little tails mean?
Yeah, so it would have been unviable.
You want to try
I think it does. Thank you. So, okay. Some of the other things on here, these little half moon shapes here are actually half moons. They're supposed to represent, that's why we use them as an icon as opposed to a hang glider, because it was an available icon in this weird programming language.
It's
So
kinda
anyway, it's supposed to
glider-esque.
represent a paraglider. And it represents the height that you can expect the thermal to on average. Sometimes it's